Hello everybody and welcome back to Valhalla. It is Christmas Eve, and we just spent $8,000 on our ding-dang electricity bill, but it is done, it has been bought, which means that we don't have to worry about that anymore and we could just prepare for Mega Christmas. But we still have one day of work before that. The party's on Sunday, so let's get through that day. What have we got? Grand Slam Fighters. Is anyone into wrestling here? I became a huge fan of GSF recently. It's a really solid product in IMO, much better than the E. I like the match quality, but I wish they gave importance to the mid-card. Are they still forcing 66 American Kid into the main event? Yep, he's going to face Yusuke at the Dome now. Ugh, why don't they push the Great DK instead? He's much more talented than 66. Donkey Kong? Because American Kid actually moves merch, unlike your indie darling. I want to marry Yusuke. Who's hyped for the Women's Championship? That one should be the main event, not the turd we're getting instead. 66 is pretty good. Just watch some of his work in Japan. Everyone tells me 66 was better in Japan, but all I see is locks and arm bars, nothing that impressive. Wrestling is fake. This thread is closed. Amazing how I know all the words and yet I understand nothing. I bet Dana really liked that one. What have we got in terms of articles? Model Warrior Julianne returns this February by Lena Smithy. This classic magical girl show, Model Warrior Julianne, is coming back to public television this February after almost 2 decades of absence. Even though the show has been on every on-demand service for a while now, most of Glitch City's citizens need to think twice before subscribing to any non-essential service, especially the lower classes who have a limited number of internet purchases per year. The show's return is certainly welcome. Today's parents will finally be able to share a piece of their childhood with the kids without risking dinner or breakfast. Is that a tear in your eye? No. Nanomachine rejection has taken 80 lives this year. Ooh, like our girlfriend. By Lena Smithy. The Health Observatory just released their annual report of nanomachine rejection cases. The total number of reported cases has risen from 80, an increase from the 65 cases reported last year. Nanomachine pollution was particularly strong this year due to recent protests, wrote the observatory. Protests caused the police force to release new varieties of nanomachines. Their function is still unclear, but according to our sources, they're intended for crowd control purposes. It's unlikely we'll find a cure in the near future, and we can only hope cases like these will become rare in the following years. I wonder if she's among those 80. I think she probably was. Update. Lilim receiving mysterious messages. Oh, this is from yesterday, right? It looks like we were able to record and transcribe one of the messages sent from one of the compromised signals. Joe Wren, the anchor from our popular TV newscast, served as our very own test subject for the investigation. White noise. Who are you? Are you really alive? Laughs. You're special to me. You're everything for me. It's time to become one. White noise intensifies. End of transmission. Developing. Spooky, or a made-up story. Huh, interesting. We can't dwell on it too long though, because we do have to go to work, unfortunately. Maybe we'll see Dorothy, and we can ask her about it. Good evening. Ah, hey Jill. How are you feeling? I won't say good, but not that bad, I guess. That's nice to hear. Where's Gil? Did he run away again? Nah, I have him on errand duty, buying the drinks for tomorrow. That sounds weird coming from the owner of a bar. Every drink from here would come out of our own funds. Oh, that's a good point. So if we're gonna spend money, we might as well get more variety. Besides, those kinds of walks are always good for Gil. You're the boss. Who's coming so far? Well, there's the 3 of us, the dogs, you invited Titty Hacker, Gil invited Jamie. Oh yeah, I also invited Dorothy when I called her to spend the night with you. Yay, Dorothy! Sounds good so far. Invite anyone else you feel like inviting. The more the merrier. I could, but I bet everyone's made plans by this point. That's true. I'll be in my office. Call me should anything arise. Alright. I mean, with how expensive everything is in this world, I think an invite would probably be welcomed by a lot of people. Maybe we can get Say and, her friend to come. Let's see. Get that one, 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 that one. How do we get more songs? I don't even know. Oh well. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Wait here, I'll check inside. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, a BTC bar. You guys are new. We've got a Lilim and a person. Excuse me, do you know where the Athena Convention Center is? Why does that place make people get lost so easily? They should have called it the Minotaur Center. You get it? Minotaurs in mazes, labyrinths. It's a... Never mind. It was funny. I liked it. Hold on, let me scribble the directions on paper. Thanks. Go to the right, and when you see a building filled with hobos, this should be it. Thanks a lot. Anything else I can help you with? What the hell? I'll have a drink. What about you? A Brantini, please. Right. Girl asked for a Brantini, the Lilim freaks me out. Kind of just staring. It's a little uncomfortable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Maybe she's staring at us because she's trying to figure out our joke still. She's just like a Minotaur and Athena and the what did the bartender mean? Here you go. Thanks. That's an interesting outfit in this cold season, Miss Vela. Oh, well, I'm actually cosplaying, so call me Vela for the time being. And your Lilim friend is... Essentia. I get it. You're cosplaying too? Sure, let's go with that. Have you heard of a game called Yick, Bartender? That cult classic game that has seen like 3 remastered versions made by 6 different companies this year? That one. We're in a cosplay group dedicated to it, and we got lost on the way. I heard you talking to someone outside. Oh yeah, a friend is cosplaying as Alex. I told him to wait outside. Shouldn't he enter? He'll be fine. Something amiss? There's a girl behind you. Short hair, black sailor uniform, missing an arm. Wearing jeans under a skirt. Boss? You're freaking me out. Now, don't spook the bartender. Spook? Anything else? I'll get a fluffy dream and be on my way. And you? I'm fine. Vela asked for a fluffy dream, the Lilim still freaks me out. Yeah, I'm confusion and scared. Does this have to do with the weird voices they're hearing, or is this person just freaking me out on purpose? Maybe they didn't like my joke. There we go, fluffy dream. Here. Yup, this is the thing. Seriously though, should you leave your friend outside like that? He'll be fine. He started chatting with one of the vending machines. They were talking about R&B music. Does your friend prefer the 1980s R&B or the 1970s? 1980s, I think. Oh shit. Boss! Dee Dee! R&B! I'm coming! You see, Dee Dee is the 1970s purist. He has tased people for even liking 1980s R&B before. Wait, the vending machine? He got tased! Oh god. He'll be fine. Vending machines have very weak tasers. He'll be confused for a couple of minutes, but that will be that. You should go check on him, though. Right. Thanks again for the directions. Please come again. But don't stare at me like that next time. Laugh at my joke. Oh, Dana, what? Hang on. Come back. At least it wasn't Franco-Belgian comic opinions this time. Black sailor uniform. I hope I'm just overthinking it. More importantly though, jeans under a skirt? Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hey Dorothy. Oh, hi honey. Oh, the thing did it again. Wait a minute. Sailor uniform? I'm freaking out. I don't like this. Oh, hi honey. Are you okay? I just kinda wandered in here. I guess I'm a bit distracted. Are the voices getting to you too? Can Lilim just wander? Can I get you something? Oh, a sugar rush. Yeah, that. Right. Dorothy seems down. She asked for a sugar rush, but she hasn't told me about a drink that cheers her up. Oh, she has told us, right? Hasn't she told us? Oh, what was it? Video. I gotta check my old videos. I want to get this right. I'm scared and confused. Okay, it was all the way back on, like, day 2. Dorothy said I keep them for special occasions whenever I'm feeling good or when I need to get out of a slump. It was the piano woman. I totally remember that and didn't need to look at my old videos. What are you talking about? I just want to make her feel better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Aged, mixed, piano woman. Here you go. This is... Didn't you say you liked having a piano woman whenever you felt like celebrating or were feeling down? I did? Wait, I did! You actually remembered such a thing? You're so sweet! I was half expecting her to say that she meant a literal piano woman. Glad I was wrong. Oh, she's still just so shocked, speechless. So much silence. This is rare from Dorothy. By the way, thanks for staying with me the other day. Turns out I really needed that. So did you enjoy the soda? Oh, did you find that one out? Was it supposed to be a secret? No, but don't go around telling everyone about that. I did it because it was you who needed my help, but a hug night is usually one of my most expensive services. It is? Hey, I don't know if the client has a body odor or something like that. Not to mention it limits the chances of getting any other client that night. Still, did it help? Yeah, it helped me cool down a lot. So, from what Dana told me, someone close to you died, right? Yeah. Do you want to know more about it? Do you want to tell me about it? I've brought it up enough times already, I think. No problem then. You were sad and that's all I needed to know. Sorry for the loss though. I mean it. Thanks. I love Dorothy. Although I've wondered for a while, do you, Lilim, really understand death? Sorta. Kinda. Our whole database is constantly being backed in the collective source. Even if our bodies are destroyed, we can be deployed again with our personality and memories intact. But are you the same person in that case? That feels like cloning. Maybe that's just me. If they are constantly being backed up, maybe it's the same thing, but I don't know. I've got Citizen Sleeper still on the mind. So our concept of mortality might be different. We do have a fear of death, though. You do? Oh, we can't even begin to understand the idea of not being redeployed. While we have built-in warnings, the mere idea of that nothingness is paralyzing. There are a few that don't mind it, but we do fear death and we don't wish it on anyone. In fact, that was the argument used for abolishing the whole 3 laws thing. You seem quite knowledgeable about robot history. Seeing what others have done to make sure I can live like I do helps me not take things for granted. Seriously though, those laws were bullshit. Can't harm humans, can't disobey humans unless it's about hurting them. And you can protect yourself as long as it doesn't harm humans. I mean, sure, the first AIs were just helpers and tools, but how could those laws still apply to them after they achieved self-awareness? Who in their right mind would abide only by rules inscribed in some old book? If I remember correctly, those were only the distilled versions of the laws some writer imagined over 100 years ago. They were a reduced version of all his ideas. However, many authors afterwards took to them like they were the very laws of physics or something. And like many other things, people distill and exaggerate what they need and use it in their favor. Wow, you're a nerd! Look who's talking.
Let's change the subject a bit though. Mood's getting gloomy. Your apartment is very comfy, you know?
It's a tad small though. Sorry about that.
And your cat is so cute! What was his name again?
4.
Why 4?
I figured if he ever got lost, at least I wanted to be able to yell, 4! It happened once. You'd be surprised how many golf players you run into.
And every time you play with him, you can say it's foreplay.
Yeah. He was also named after someone.
Really? Who?
A Lilum kid that wanted to transcend.
What? A movie character or something?
Sure, let's go with that.
Huh?
Do you want anything else?
Let's see if you know me that well. Give me something I'd like.
Okay then. WWDO, what would Dorothy order? Well, I already know this, a piano woman. Hopefully she won't be like, you just gave me the same thing as before, but this is the only thing I can think of. 4, 5... Fuck! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Aged and mixed. Boom. Here.
Good, but that's cheating. You just served me this drink.
She did call me out. Still right, isn't it?
Yep. I still can't believe you actually remembered what I said about the piano woman.
It's always good to keep note of what regulars like, you know? I've wondered for a while, though. Why do you keep coming back here?
For you, of course.
Come again?
Why else would I come if not to see you? You're one of the few people willing to hear me out, always filled with curiosity. And you're cute. Talking to cute people is always nice. There's also the bar, the way it's insulated from the noise of the city. It's really comfortable. And it's just a bit away from the street I'm always at. A win-win situation.
I see. It was weird to see you down, though, especially since you're always so lively.
Well, I wasn't down, really. I was just thinking about a lot of things.
Like what?
Well, my mom, guardian, asked me to come home on Monday for a bit. And as much as I love her, being with her is usually tiring.
Guardian? That old thing about someone taking care of a Lilum after they're deployed until they reach maturity, right?
Yep, and I'm proud to say that I reached psychological maturity in just 1 year. They always try and keep a varied pool of volunteers to make the collective source grow faster.
So, what's wrong with your guardian?
Well, she still treats me like a kid. The worst part is that sometimes I fear she might see me as some sort of replacement for her dead daughter.
Huh? Dead daughter?
I was deployed to her not long after she lost her daughter. A contrived coincidence, really. Even when I was still developing self-awareness, I always feared she might be using me as a replacement. She didn't, though, or at least not consciously. At times, she would just stop doing something or return a gift she's given me. If she felt like she was projecting too much of her daughter onto me. What irony that years later I'd make a living pretending to be someone else in the bedroom.
How's that?
Well, most of the time my job involves role-playing, a daughter, a student, some helpless kid. It means I've gotten many clients looking exactly for that, but on the other hand, from a professional standpoint, I'd rather have them hire me because of me. Because of my character, not because I'm the one that role-plays as little girls. Maybe I need to exaggerate some attribute.
What's the problem with your guardian, then? If you do that on a daily basis, why worry about it?
Because I don't want to make her sad. Every time I visit her, I fear she might look at me and see her daughter. That seeing me makes her sad. At this point, I don't even care if she's projecting her daughter onto me, I just don't want to make her feel sad.
Did you try talking with her?
How so?
Telling her just what you said to me. Clear up those fears. I mean, unless she's not the kind to want anyone opening up to her, that is.
I never really thought about talking to her about it. It doesn't sound like something you just bring up, though.
Keep it in mind, at least. Maybe she'll appreciate the gesture. I wouldn't know, though. I haven't met her.
She's a really nice woman. The problem is mostly with me, I think.
Well, then, I'm taking my break.
Oh, I'll be leaving then.
No, what I was trying to say is that I'm taking my break. You want to come?
Really?
If you don't mind, talking on a chilly night in an alley behind the bar, that is.
I've done worse in alleys. Let's go!
Boss, I'm taking my break.
Alright!
Oh, we're hanging out with Dorothy! Let's have that wonderful, wonderful break. It is now safe to keep playing. Woo! Don't call me Becky. Chat with Becky behind the bar. Wait, why are we calling her Becky? Want one?
Are you really offering a little girl a cigarette?
Now you're a little girl?
I always am. Innocence, however, is another matter entirely. But anyway, thanks, no. Smoking seriously messes with my air filters and they're a hassle to replace. Don't mind me though, smoke to your heart's content.
Thanks. So why don't you tell me about this guardian of yours? I want to know what kind of woman she is.
Sure. Well, her name is Sophia Graham.
Graham?
She's a retired PE teacher. Nowadays she works at a gym during the morning shift. She's pretty fit, if I do say so myself. She had a daughter. Apparently she suffered from nanomachine rejection all of her life. And when she finally healed, she was hit by a truck.
Oh my god, it's like freaking Herb Kazaz and BoJack Horseman. What was her daughter's name?
I don't know, I never asked, really. Are you okay? I'm reading fear, or is that surprise? It's hard to tell.
I'm fine. Yeah. Wait, read?
Well, I don't see emotions like you do. I have to make do with a combination of body heat readings, face recognition, and context. I'm still a bit confused about some, but I've gotten better with time. Anyway, you sure you're fine?
Yeah. Scared or surprised. She's not wrong, though. Wait, does that mean your last name isn't really Hayes?
Hayes is just my artistic name. Sounds more exotic, and that's what people usually look for in this business. I tried other names, though. Dolores Hayes, Genesis Graham. I tried Dorothy Warrior once, but a legal team came out of nowhere and stopped me cold.
She just thought of the name and then they run around the corner. So, what's your legal name then?
Rebecca Dorothy Willow Graham. A bit of a mouthful if you ask me.
So Dorothy's actually your second name? Should I call you something like Becky then? Oh, that's the achievement.
People have always called me Dorothy rather than Rebecca for some reason. That's why I chose it. It's useful too. People have tried to falsify stuff using my name and they always get caught.
Because they use Dorothy Hayes as their name?
Yep. Only my mom, guardian, calls me Rebecca, so it's weird to hear it from others.
What about Willow?
Willow's my first surname, actually. When I got registered, my guardian was married to a guy who had Willow as a last name. Shortly after I joined their household, they separated, so I was left with his family name first.
Hold on, so your real name, in short, would be Rebecca Willow.
Doesn't have the same pizzazz to it, if you ask me.
Whatever you say, Becky.
Stop it! It'd be like if I called you Julianne all of a sudden. Whoa, that was anger I just read right now. Lots of anger.
I think it's weird enough already if you call me Jill instead of Honey.
Weird, huh? How can you end up feeling associated with a name that's not yours?
I have an uncle that always called me Tina. He kept calling my cousin Tina Jill for some reason. Neither of us mind it though, because he's calling us what he thinks we're called instead of mixing us up. That, and it's completely useless to try and correct him. But, you know, maybe that effect is true for your clients too.
How so?
Well, you're worried about your clients not hiring you because you're you, right? But think about what happens when it's announced that a character will be played by a different actor. Sure, it's a character, but people are also going for the actors playing the character.
So you're saying they go for my roleplay instead of just mirror roleplay?
Sounds too far-fetched?
Sounds plausible, actually. Okay, honey, I'll take my leave now. Don't want to take up all of your break. Thanks for the chat. See you at the party tomorrow.
Bye. Ooh, she's gonna be at the party. I'm excited. Hey, is that Lilum we just saw? I don't know, I'm losing it. Need to remember to buy more cigars. What was that about? The death? Do you think it had to do with something the Lilum was saying? But then, does that also have to do with the person we're seeing on the screen? I don't know. We don't even know the name of the kid, so... Or maybe we do and I just forgot it. That is also very, very possible. Back. Did I miss something?
Unless you count the worst PPV main event fight I've seen all year. Not really, no.
Alright. Going out?
I'll have a word with Go-Go outside. He was so hyped for the match. He must be devastated.
Okay. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi, Say.
Good evening, Jill.
How are you doing?
The nightmares have stopped, so I'm sleeping better.
Oh. How about your injuries?
My bones are healing nicely. My wounds have finally closed. The scars itch a bit, though.
Well, that's good to hear. Are you by yourself today?
Yeah, I'm running a couple errands by myself today, but I wanted to come here for a while.
I also noticed the big guy from last time is outside.
Buster? Stella doesn't want me being alone while I'm still healing, so she suggested taking him with me.
Ah, I see. Protective girlfriend. What can I get you?
Something cold.
Sure. Something cold for Say. What is cold? Well, the piano man's on the rocks. Why don't I just keep making piano-based drinks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. On the rocks. Mix that bad boy up. Here you go. Here.
Yeah, this is the one.
Why drink something cold when the weather outside is so cold too?
It's not that cold, actually. But I've always had decent tolerance for the cold, so I'm not a good reference.
So Stella isn't with you today?
She's throwing a mega Christmas party tomorrow and is having a meeting today. I'm just helping her by checking on some of the things she ordered.
And here I was, all ready to invite you to the party we're throwing tomorrow.
You're throwing a party too? Sorry about that. Can't really say no to Stella. Maybe next time?
If there's a next time at all. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal.
I want you to know that I want you to have a good time. Have fun. Drink a couple beers in our honor.
I will then. What are Stella's Christmas parties like?
They're really big. There's lots of food and drinks and music. Sometimes there's too much food, though. So at the end of the party, she lets the staff take home whatever's left. She also buys toys for all the children of her staff members.
That's really sweet. Really?
She says something about taxes or whatever, but during the whole thing, she just shines. She carries a beaming smile that I don't see any other day of the year. Many of the kids have even started calling her Auntie Ella.
Aww.
Stella always does her best to put up a tough girl facade, but she's very much in touch with her inner child. Christmas, Easter, Halloween, name a party and she most likely celebrates it big.
Interesting.
Do you like parties, Jill?
I don't mind them. They're a good place to see people. I'm not one to actively look for parties to attend, though. I just don't mind going to them.
I see. I only go to parties with Stella, that Stella is attending, because otherwise I'd just stand there without anything to say. That and I'm not one to wear dresses, you know?
You're not?
I'm a tad too ripped.
They don't look cute on me. I bet they would. I love your muscles.
Although, with all this healing I have to do, I won't be as fit for a while. They're too, breezy, too. I feel like I'm wearing nothing. But I bet you'd look good in a dress, Jill.
It's been in years since I last wore one. I wouldn't know. Last time I wore one, I remember worrying my arms were too thin or something like that.
We all have a complex, huh?
It's just being human.
I mean, even Stella has her own.
That's hard to imagine.
Oh, but she does have one. She distresses a lot about her bust size.
Really? She's not that small. I think I'm smaller than her, in fact.
Actually, it's the opposite. The opposite kind of complex, I mean. She's a bit self-conscious about having a big chest.
Really? Again, I've seen bigger chests than hers, to be honest. Although I guess comparisons are useless here. They rarely help with complexes.
Well, she does go the extra mile to hide it. In fact, I have no idea how she does it. I mean, I've seen her before and after she tucks them away, but I guess I never cared enough to ask the specifics.
Where'd you get your binders, girl?
That's also why when she goes out, she styles her hair in those,
rivulets? Drills?
They look a bit drilly, don't they? She styles her hair like that to help divert attention away from her chest.
She seems affluent enough. Why not go through a reduction surgery?
Because she also kind of likes having that size. She takes her bust size after her mom, and Miss Carmine is quite proud of her chest. Puffing out your chest is a sign of confidence. A bigger chest means more confidence to show. She says something along those lines a lot.
Oh god, that must get old. I would absolutely be like, Mom, stop it!
Stella has quite the admiration for her mom, so I guess breast reduction would feel like betraying her?
Huh.
I'm making it sound like she's hiding Jacobs or something like that. I guess in a taller or thicker person, her size would be normal. She's just a bit shorter or thinner than the norm. Do you get self-conscious about your bust size, Jill?
Not really. I've been more self-conscious about my height. Although it usually comes up whenever not being average height hinders me somehow. What about you?
Yes and no. It's not my bust size, but rather that I look too manly sometimes. And I can't help but wonder if bigger boobs would help with that.
You're fine, don't worry.
Thank you.
Can I get you anything else?
Do you have something non-alcoholic?
I do, give me a sec. Something non-alcoholic for say. That's no Carmentrine, right? Okay, well those both have it. What is a drink without Carmentrine? Definitely not a beer, I don't even know why I clicked on that. Ooh, sobering! Say the name of this drink 3 times in front of a mirror and you'll look like a fool. There's no Carmentrine. We could do the Bleeding Jane. This music feels like I should be doing like a timed quest where the consequences is death if I'm not running fast enough. Here.
Thanks!
You're not one to drink that much alcohol, are you?
It makes me feel sleepier. At the very least makes my legs go numb. It's an annoying feeling too, to be honest. It makes me wonder what's so good about getting drunk. I mean, I'm not above it, but it's not exactly a pleasant feeling. You feel like you're sleepy even when you're not. Your legs go numb, everything starts getting funnier than it really is. What's so good about not being able to control yourself?
That's a good question, actually. Usually people like feeling numb because that numbness helps them forget their problems. Even if we don't talk about alcohol, there's a portion of people that can't afford food, or who are suffering from some pain that only alleviates when drunk or high. It doesn't sound really logical on paper, but then again, humans are rarely, if ever, logical creatures. Despair and pain cloud your judgment and make you do stupid things sometimes. Aw.
Yeah, I've seen that firsthand. This world has an ugly side nobody deserves to be a part of.
Oh, is this about what happened at the bank? There's also a matter of addiction, you know? You start just liking the drink, but then you need more of it, and before you know it, you're hooked.
Oh yeah, that too. So tell me, what kind of party are you guys throwing?
Nothing fancy, it'll just be me, Boss, Gil, and a couple of regulars. They'll bring food, we'll chat for a while, and that's it.
Man, that sounds so good. At least better than the whole planning madness Stella is throwing right now. If you ever throw something like that again, you let me know, you hear?
Sure. Maybe we'll do one for before the bar closes? I don't know how much time we have left. Hey, say,
Yeah?
what do you plan on doing now?
I'm gonna check one last errand before going home.
No, I mean, what do you plan on doing now, with the White Knights disbanded and all? Oh,
To be honest, I don't know. I never prepared a plan B because I figured if you go with a plan B, why not just make it the plan A? I'm not the brightest person, so I never graduated from college or even high school. I could go for a position with the police, but it wouldn't be as thrilling. And I'm tired of blatant corruption. Sick of it.
oh,
But I'm alive.
huh?
I learned something after the Helen Apollo Trust. Life is not something you can just throw away easily. Clawing my way out of that place made me realize just how much I want to be alive. The body count left in the bank was ridiculous, but I'm still here. I don't know what I'll do, but I'm alive. I'll figure it out sooner or later.
That's nice to know.
Well, I gotta go. Bye, Jill. Good luck with the party.
Please come again. We got another customer coming in, but that's really sweet. I'm glad that Say is getting into a better place and that she's healing. Maybe we'll get to see her again without the bandages soon, and that's a nice way to look at it. You know, it's terrible what happened, but she's alive. She's still here. She can figure it out later, but right now she's alive, and she can, like, just relax with that and know that she's still here. And that's really sweet and also really sad. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi, Mr. Detective. Oh, it's you again. Hey there, girl. Give me a strong drink, won't you? All right. Something strong for Mr. Detective, perhaps something manly. Manly drinks. Or should we go with the fedora? Optional. So I could make that strong. Pile driver, only 4 Carmentrine. 3 Carmentrine. One of these is enough to leave your face red like an actual planet. Spicy, manly, strong. Oh, it literally says strong. I forgot that was the thing. Let's go with the Mars Blast. Or is there any other strong drinks? Oh, I don't have a thing for it. Yeah, let's just go with the Mars Blast. I don't feel like looking through everything. Powder Delta. Flanergide. Oh, don't age it. And then 1, 2, blended. There we go. Here you are. Yes, this'll do. So, what brought you here? Nothing special. I was just working on a case and happened to be in the area. I remembered my voice. What kind of work? Tracking someone. A gun for hire. What about the girl? Crimson something. I'm tracking that girl. Didn't you just get out of that job? I did, but the guy offered a huge amount of money, and well, I just couldn't refuse again. Well, it's your life, not mine. I wonder, though, there has to be more to that whole thing than just acting as a middleman to look for some murderer. Shay, how safe is this place? We're protected by the BTC property laws, the walls are soundproof, and I really couldn't give less of a shit about selling info to anyone. Okay then. Wait, soundproof walls? Why? Did you see those vending machines outside? They're quite talkative, the bastards. It'd be annoying without those walls. They also taser people, apparently. Alright then. Have you heard of Lord Lance Lavender? Nope, but that sounds like a really good perfume. Like, you could see like a purple-haired guy walking along a beach, there's a horse next to him, and then on the screen it just says Lord Lance Lavender because that's how fucking weird perfume commercials are. He's some big name from Kanye Vanya. His blood apparently has some weird reaction to Glitch City's nanomachines. Once in contact with the air, it does nothing. But if still fresh and touching someone's blood, the nanomachine will initiate a reaction. Essentially, they'll just eat through the other person's body until there's nothing left. They're using him as a guinea pig to see what causes that reaction,
and if it could be used to fight nanomachine rejection.
Uh-huh. Yeah, are they using it with his will?
Well, turns out the Crimson Rose is his daughter. She left years ago to earn her living, and he hasn't ever seen her since.
He could be lying, you know.
Doubt it. I did my research. She really is his daughter.
Why didn't you figure that out earlier?
I had no clue who was making the contract, and tracking all the messages to the source would have been too costly. Knowing who the sender was made things easier.
I see. Can I get you anything else?
What about a cobalt velvet?
Okay. A cobalt velvet for Mr. Detective. Do I know the Crimson Rose? Have they come in here before? That would be interesting to find out. My first thought would be Stella, but I don't think it's her. Or maybe it is? I don't know. Dorothy? Probably not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the rocks and next. Cobalt velvet. Here you are.
Oh, you actually did it.
Were you expecting me to mess it up so you didn't have to pay?
No.
So what made you accept the contract anyway? Keeping in mind all the risks you told me last time.
He told me he wanted to see her again one last time, or at the very least, deliver her a message.
He could have been lying.
Yes, people lie, you made your point. Even then, I feel like I couldn't say no. I mean, I know what it's like to not be able to find your daughter. What it's like to be apart from her, not knowing what she's doing, or even if she's alright.
You do?
I have a daughter. She's about your age. When she was a teen, we had a big fight, and she ran away from home. At first, I just waited for her to show up, but then I started getting worried and went out to find her. I couldn't find any trace of her. Nobody had seen her. Soon I was worried if something might have happened to her. I guess that's how my tracking skills and list of contacts began to grow. I finally found her, taking cover in some dumpster, unconscious from starvation. So yeah, I couldn't say no to his request of finding his daughter.
That makes sense. That's a sore spot.
But I don't expect you to understand.
So how's the search going?
I'm very close to finding her. That girl's pretty good at covering her tracks. Compared to her from before the bank incident, though, she seems slower somehow.
Wait. Bank incident? Say?
Either she's let her guard down or something else is happening.
What will you do when you find her?
I have this letter I'm supposed to deliver to her. I don't know what it says, and I don't want to find out.
What if she tries to kill you?
I might not look like it, but I can take care of myself, bartender. You don't stay so long in this business without picking up a couple tricks.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Okay, I better go back to work before her trail goes cold.
Please come again.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay then, I want you here tomorrow at 8 p.m. No working beforehand. The bar will be closed tomorrow. Come dressed in your absolute best. We're having a party after all.
Alright. Where's Gil, by the way?
He stored all of our things in his home because of how close it was to the stores. So I told him to go home already and bring the stuff tomorrow.
I see. Well, see you tomorrow, boss.
Hold on, wait a bit and I'll go with you.
Oh, sure, thanks. Aww. I know this small party is what you needed. Oh, that's really sweet. We got some good money, though. Did we get a flawless... Oh, we did get a flawless service bonus. Nice. Merry Mega Christmas, let us celebrate Santa's resurrection as the Mega Santa that saved Christmas from the Redmonds. Okay, this holiday's gotten really twisted. A party then? I'll bring you leftovers. Nothing to buy, so we're just going to the party, I guess. But that's interesting. Is he looking for Say? Because he said he's following her trail and he came into the bar. I mean, he could have just been coming in here to chill, but Say came in right before him. And the bank incident, Say was there. But the Crimson Rose. Crimson is red. Is that just to throw me off? I don't know. Do we know anything about Say's history? I don't know, but I hope we find out exactly who the Crimson Rose is. And maybe we could find out more about the person Dorothy was talking about, the daughter of Miss Graham? Because I swear the Lilim in the beginning said that a person was behind us, and then there's that person in that screen. Maybe it's connected somehow? I don't know. Either way, I am excited. Let's see if we can buy ourselves a little Christmas gift. Maneki Neko. We almost have everything. What can I buy that's cheap? Vintage gaming. Experience all the cumbersome load times as they were meant to be. Got a paper lantern, which is 500. A movie poster, which is 250. 550. And 2350. Let's wait on that. Let's get this. Got a new poster, and we'll return. I want to try and buy everything. I don't know where the poster... Oh, I think it might be right there. But yeah, I want to buy all of the stuff. I think there might be an achievement for that, so we might as well try and get it, and if we don't have any other bills, then we'll probably be able to. We'll find out later, though. Next time, we're going to be attending a Christmas party. Exciting! Hopefully nothing terrifying happens at it, but only time will tell. I can't wait to see everyone and have some more chats, but we'll worry about all that next time. Until then, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. Remember to take care of yourselves, prepare for Santa's resurrection, and have a good day.